All right, we're going to go over trapping today. This is a figure 4 deadfall, one of the most basic traps. We're going to cover a couple different types. This is going to kill the animal. They come in, they eat the bait here, the weight falls on them. So you need the weight to weigh at least 3 times what the animal weighs in order to be able to crush it. That can make it hard to set up. But this is considered passive hunting, meaning that we set up the trap, we walk away, we set up another one. The more of these we set up, the more our chances are increased. So this is a figure 4. We're also going to do a Paiute. I'll show you that. Instead of having this trigger stick here, it's a string attached to a triggering mechanism. So while y'all are working on your figure 4, I'll modify this one and make it into a Paiute. But you also have a bait stick that runs out to the actual weight. So we're going to do passive hunting today, and we're also going to do a live trap. So this one crushes, it kills the animal. I'm going to show you an Arapuka bird trap where we actually capture the animal. And then next class we'll get into snares, different types of snares. I'll show you some triggering systems on that where you can use them to either capture animals or you can use it for fishing as well. And that variation can be used passively and actively. Same thing with the weirs that I'm going to show you. Yes, sir.
Would you put a rock on the other side of that board there?
Yeah, you could. So obviously you're not going to have something nice and flat like this. This could be a huge log that you use. If you use a log, something that may roll, you're going to have to flatten out one bottom side, and you may have to put stakes in on the other side of that log so that when it falls, it doesn't fall to either side. It can only fall between the stakes. That will actually help you out if you have stakes that are in line with the log, because the animal will come in and they'll want to go back out the way they came in, so that they can't just run out the side, especially if you put stuff along the outside of those stakes. They're kind of trapped in there where there's only one way in and one way out. This method, they can go any which way they want. But the log method, where you have the stakes that keep it in center line, don't allow that animal to escape because there's things blocking its path. The way it went in is the way it has to come out. Let me see if I can find something long enough to trigger this so I don't crush my hand.
Can you borrow mine?
There.
Okay, all right.
So animal goes in. Now, depending on how sensitive you make your trigger, so for something larger, obviously the trigger is going to have to be stronger, but you want it to be fairly sensitive. Because if this was built for a squirrel, if it's a really strong trigger, because you have a heavy weight, what you'll want to do is tie your bait on, or make little notches and work your bait into the stick so they have to bite on the stick to pull the bait away. So they come in, they get here, and then they get crushed. That's what you want. You want that weight to be able to fall on them. So if this was a log and I had sticks on each side of it, that log won't be able to fall any which way, but down, and then it crushes it underneath the weight of the log. Any questions, concerns? Very good. All right, all you need for this one, 3 sticks. So you can get them equal in length and then cut them down as needed. The support stick is going to be the shorter one of the 3. The other 2 can be equal in length. You don't want this one to be too tall, obviously, because you're going to have to prop your weight up on it. So you want your weight at about a 45-degree angle. So however high you want your weight to be, you're going to have to make a judgment on how long this trigger stick is. You could give it a little bit longer than you think you'll need and then just trim it down as you need it. This could be a Y as well. So that Y could be your central support beam, and then you put the weight bearing stick in between that Y. But if that Y is too far apart, you'll get a lot of pivoting. That's why we use this method here. That actually weakens this support stick. So if you go too far past halfway, it may not support your weight. It may break right there. That's the advantage of a Y, is you don't even have to cut that area. It keeps it in there. So I'm going to take you out show you where the false willow is, and y'all can cut your own sticks from there. If you have a knife, it'd be a good idea to get you a heavier hammer stick, and then you can hammer on these. Now, obviously, this is not heavy enough. You want a pretty big, heavy stick, and you can use your knife to do some chopping out there to chop the sticks that you need. You've got to be real careful with wasp nests and obviously snakes while we're out there.